Today on Meaningful Tools, we'll be discussing the agent-arena relationship. At any given point, we may exist in multiple arenas. It could be a boxing arena, tennis courts, the corporate environment. So, how do we determine what arenas we exist in? We tend to see the arenas in which we exist through our worldview. Let me define a worldview for you. A worldview is a model for the world and a model for acting in the world. It turns an individual into an agent who acts, and it turns the world into an arena in which those actions make sense. To be an agent is to be capable of pursuing your goals. It's knowing what to do. A term for knowing what to do within an arena is called your existential mode. If you don't have a relationship with an arena, your actions don't make sense. One thing we could say is that the arena that is most important is the arena of reality. And how do we determine what is really, really real? Well, Vervaeke puts forth rationality, and he defines the aspiration of rationality as how we come into deepest contact with what is most real. Your existential mode should be calibrated and attuned to your worldview. If you don't have this calibration, this attunement, then you're liable to fall into absurdity. You can take the concept of the agent-arena relationship and you can use it to frame the world around you. If you think of yourself as an agent with agency and you understand that your world is something you interact with that affords you actions you can take, then what you can do is you can start to think, what worldview am I attuned to? Maybe I'm not seeing the affordances because I'm thinking within a certain frame, a certain context, a certain worldview. And maybe what you need to do is actually change the way in which you think about the world to begin with. Socrates said that the unexamined life is not worth living. Why did he say that? Because the fool does not have access to the level of quality. There is a lack in their life that they are completely ignorant of, and it prevents them from living more meaningfully. Definitionally, the aspirations of rationality, that is the most reliable means to achieve the deepest contact with reality. And from that emerges meaning. You can take the agent-arena relationship, see yourself as an agent within an arena, and you can say, how do I determine what I'm paying attention to? And that is the key. That is the key. Examining the lens. Transparency to opacity. You see, I've missed all of this. There's all of this stuff that I fail to see because of how I'm looking at it. And if we can do that, we can understand, okay, I know there is a problem here and I need to transcend what it is I'm perceiving. I need to transcend my own perspective. Rationality is about self-transcendence. It's not about being right. It's not about achieving one's ends. It can be applied that way. But in order to even be right, you have to examine how you're wrong. You have to see your folly so that you can transcend it. Ignorance is inexhaustible because we're always ignorant of something. So you start with the premise that your ignorance is inexhaustible and you examine it for the purpose of achieving the quality of your life, of refining the quality of your life. the quality of the phenomenal experience of your life. And that's how you can use the agent-arena relationship. It's not a tool in and of itself. It's a way of thinking about the world. You as an agent, aspiring to be in the deepest contact with reality, and then transcending your limitations as an agent. It's like living your life in the world of soccer. And that's all that you exist in, is on a soccer field, as a player even. That was your whole role. And then you realize, wait, not only are there other roles within this area that I can inhabit, there are whole other games that people play that you never knew about. Not only are there whole other worlds and whole other games, there's reality itself. There is the capability of constructing games. And not only is there the capability of constructing games, but by virtue of the fact that our self exists within a relationship to an arena, that by constructing the game, we can in fact construct ourselves. That it is a mutuality between us and the world. And that we can reliably get into contact with that relational aspect that changes us and changes the quality by which we experience the world. And that, my friends, is the agent-arena relationship. Now, in order to determine what's relevant in the agent-arena relationship, you can check out my previous video on relevance realization over there. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.